Back in the shop, I'll start out with full weld in the rear so we can move on to the front. Everything's welded up topside, so I pulled the suspension out, and now I can go through and weld everything up underneath that the suspension was covering. So with the rear welded out and finished up, turn the truck around and going to start pulling the motor, get the motor, transmission, everything in the front end removed, and then start doing measurements to fit the Evo 10 engine, transmission, transfer case, suspension, steering, all that front subframe setup into the truck. Most likely what's going to happen is basically chop the whole front end off and build all custom. So that should be pretty fun. And drain all the fluids and start unbolting all the mounts and get this thing ready to drop. So got everything underneath unbolted and ready to come out. Transmission's holding on with a bolt or two. So just gotta pull this down pipe, pull all the wiring, power steering, evap, all the vacuum lines and every fuel lines, and then start pulling the motor. Downpipe's pulled, the intercooler, intake, all the sensors, wiring, everything should be pulled. So in theory, should be able to start pulling the motor. Nope, motor's out. So now I'll do some measurements on the frame, see what the width is in comparison to what the Yugo frame was, or unibody. If it's totally different, we'll have to cut it off. Well, either way, we're gonna have to cut it off, but we'll have to cut it off a little bit farther back so we can build out the two how we want. But now that everything's out, we can start that process. This is what was in there, the 4G63 looks, oh man, somebody had to smash that up pretty good to fit it in there. But that's out. This is all the other components I pulled out. So next up will probably be chopping the front end off, so stay tuned for that.